Pigs are flying and hell is freezing over as we speak because Teresa Giudice is doing what she said she was never ever going to do, which is reconcile and apologize to her brother and sister-in-law, Melissa and Joe Gorga from the Real Housewives of New Jersey. If you want to hear the latest tea and the latest rumors, then stick around. If you're new here, my name's Lindsay. I'm a recovery coach, but I also talk Bravo content. Everything in this video is alleged for educational purposes only. Make sure you hit that subscription, follow button, like, and comment your thoughts below. Let's get into this. Who remembers Jerry Maguire in that scene where he's like, show me the money? We'll insert that scene here, okay? Because that's basically what is transpiring. We already know that Teresa, scared that she's not being brought back to the Real Housewives of New Jersey, has pulled her last card, the ace of hearts, whatever you want to say. She's pulled her last card and she's pulling on the heartstrings of her brother, her younger brother, texting, saying things like, what if I die in the next 10 years? Our children don't even speak. What kind of legacy are we leaving? Yada, 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 right? And Joe's not an idiot. He knows how his sister operates. He knows her better than anybody else, right? But here's the reality of the situation. They all three have been on this show for over a decade. They all three have been living off of a Bravo paycheck. That is their income. It is their main source of income. And even though to the audience and to all of us, we're supposed to think they're rich and they can make it without Bravo, but the fact of the matter is they've been making Bravo checks, taking them to the bank and cashing them for over the last 10 years. So they're used to that being their income. And you also have to remember, yes, Teresa may have been one of the, the higher paid ones out of the Real Housewives of New Jersey, between 2 and 3 million. But the fact is that the husbands in New Jersey are the only franchise that has their own contracts, and they also earn a paycheck. So if you take Melissa's salary and combine that with Joe's, that's a hefty number to not be part of their income anymore, right? So no matter how great Melissa does with her sprinkle cookies, which that's amazing, the fact is that that's not going to be extra money. That's just money being poured into what they're already used to making. It's just making up for what they normally would be getting from Bravo. So are times tough for Joe and Melissa? We don't really know. We're seeing the effects of, with Louis and Teresa, and we have been for over a year now. I remember, I think it was like last December, there were issues with like their water bill and stuff. So it was starting to come to light over a year ago. They've managed to stay afloat the last year, but again, Teresa's pulling out the last card she has, and that is to make her brother feel bad, have a relationship with him so that they can film, so that they can go to Bravo, so they can pitch this and try to get Bravo on board, because they have fucked around for so long with all of this that Bravo thinks it's too risky. They know Louis, he's risk, right? I mean, he's risky business. Like, yeah, the guy loves court. The guy loves to sue people. Like, there are no other words for it. You know what I'm saying? So it's just a very risky situation. Bravo's not super on board with it. They're going to have to not only convince the audience, but also the network execs that they can put together a season. So I don't know if it's going to happen or not, y'all. Teresa went out to dinner with Jennifer Aydin, Lena, and Jackie Goldschneider. I know for certain nobody wants to see Jennifer Aydin back on the Real Housewives of New Jersey, nor do they want to see Jackie Goldschneider. Jackie Goldschneider needs to stay at home and stay off of the Real Housewives of New Jersey. She's too fragile to be on the show. She is not good for the show, and every season that she comes back, she just looks more and more desperate and puts herself in a worse and worse light to the audience. And it's like, just leave while you have some self-respect and decency. Like, don't keep coming back and getting dragged like this. Like, you're getting dog walked. Hello? Anybody? Anyways, leave your thoughts in the comments.